Hi everyone, it's Neve here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we've got a really quick page on denim, just playing with colour, because sometimes you just need to play with colour. So I have very lightly gessoed my page and I'm just going in with a whole range of colours, not really thinking about it at all. I'm just going in with what I've got close to me and spreading it out. So I am heating up my drying my paint in between layers, because I do know I want to overlap some of the colours and keep them nice and bright. So if I hadn't heat set my colours, obviously I'd be getting a sort of purpley colour where I'd overlap those. So it is really important when you're doing layers to dry in between. Now obviously if you're a more patient person than I, you could do a layer, go off and do something else, come back, do another layer. But when I'm in the mood to art journal, I just want to art journal. I don't want to wait for paint to dry, I just want to get on with it. So I use my heat tool. So you can see just how I'm using really loose strokes. I'm using quite a big brush as well, which is something quite unusual for me. I usually use a lot of a finer brush. But just for this page, because I wanted to be quick and easy, I wasn't really concerned about how the paint was going on, just wanted to put some colour in the background. I was just having one of those days that I just needed colour. I think actually I did this page straight after I did the page on the right hand side, which there is a video up for already, which is a bit dark and moody, which is how I was feeling. So I just needed to get the bright colours out and just go bleh on the page. So to blend my colours together a little bit, I'm just using a stencil and with some white. So this is my little trick. If I filled up my page with colour, I don't have any white on my page, I tend to stencil white over the top. I like when I'm stenciling over my colours like this to sort of not keep it in one little bit. So I like to sort of spread my stenciling out over a few pages, a few different blobs of colour, and that helps kind of tie it together a little bit. It's a good way to sort of hide, really blunt edges, I suppose, of paint, or sharp edges as well. So you can hide a lot with stenciling, and you can also hide a lot with collage. So I had these paper napkins, and I discovered that once you put the gel medium on them, the white rings go translucent, so you can see the colour underneath them. So I love that punch of black and the colour hiding underneath. So I would encourage you to go have a look at your napkins, take off the extra ply, just get down to the printed bit and start incorporating those into your journals as well. They're lots and lots of fun, and sometimes we don't look at the boring old black and white ones because we think, oh, black and white, but actually they're really useful because you can put them on any colour page and it just makes such an impact over the top. So while I was doing this, I thought, right, I like this, but I need to have some sort of message on it because it's me. I need to have text on my page somewhere, in some way, shape or form. So I don't use these alphabet letters very often, but I've decided that I would break them out, and I'm really glad I did because they were just chunky enough to sort of balance off this page, and I like putting the yellow over the top as well. So when I got down to the bottom, I wasn't 100% sure that my word would fit in. So I actually started from the last letter and worked backwards just to sort of work out the spacing. I kind of knew it would, but I just wanted to make sure if I put my E in the right place, everything else should fall into place. So I've got art as my escape, because certainly the night I was doing this, it was sort of what got me, not necessarily out of my funk, but it made me feel better when I left my craft room, because I'd used happy colours, and I sort of telling myself that, it's okay to have your escape into art. That's what it's all here about. This is why you've got your journal, to do the moody stuff and to do the happy stuff. So it was good. To help pop my words out from the background, I'm just going in with my white paint pen. Now usually I just put a shadow or a highlight around my letters, but in this case I actually outlined the letters completely, which I really liked. And I've moved the paint pen in just a little bit from the edge, so I've got this tiny little border of yellow, and then I've got the white. I did start to decorate the letters a little bit with doodling, but to be honest, I was really tired at this stage and a bit over it. So I think I only did the art, and I decided actually I just liked the blank letters, so I left the rest of them. I might go back one day and finish them off, but at this stage it's just the art has been doodled. You can sort of see me sitting there going, do I, don't I, what am I going to do? I then went in with my turquoise pen and just did the usual thing that I would normally do, to do a little bit of a highlight around the letters. And to do that, I always use the left hand side and the bottom. So I've got the light source coming from the top right. It doesn't matter where you have your light source coming from, as long as you're consistent on all your letters. So if you do top left, that's fine. Just be consistent throughout all your letters. So here is a close-up of the finished page. Really, really simple to do. Great way to just fill up a page with colour, play with napkins and put some stamping over the top. Not much harder than that. So I hope you have a go. I hope art journaling brings you a bit of colour in and is a bit of escape for you as well. Until next time, bye for now.